Hello there. I have to address what happened in last episode. So, clearly I muted myself decently early on to the episode, and then things happened. So, to recap more or less what you missed out, I mean, I can't recreate the how upset I was, but the reason I think you would have seen if you watched it through that I was like on this screen for a while. I calced if it would live. The ice punch without the crit, because in the moment I said that does not kill if it doesn't crit. Like, I was confident. So I went and calced it, and that was true. It actually would live. However, what I didn't know is that in this game, Sock actually has been buffed in that it has 20 extra speed, base stat wise. So it is base 105. But to counter that, before getting your hopes up to say, oh, it didn't actually matter. Uh, the the trainers, as far as I'm aware, like, it doesn't say it has any EVs added, nor does it say it has any particular uh, what's it called, natures. So the sock actually hits 110, like, raw number speed, and as you see on here, we have 113 speed because we've accrued enough EVs to get us there. And since we're both timid, and we've accrued EVs to get there. So, in action, so it I'm with most certainty that crit did matter, and that actually cost us Albaz. And then I would say chain event, it cost us more after that. So, it was a ripple effect kind of thing. It sucks. Then the other thing that I was talking about, which, I mean, maybe it's better that you didn't hear it in the moment, I was very doomer after saying we're going into a fighting gym, and the team currently has 4 fighting weaknesses and no resistances, because I got both my flying types in addition to Albaz killed in that same fight. So, I just pretty much said we're fucked. That's mostly what I said, and that I believe I did say that next episode may be the last. However, as I've thought about it, obviously I'm not recording it right after. That would be a big mistake. I don't like to record right after I get blown back. That is obvious, big shock there. What I'm going to do, because I thought about it. Well, actually, I should stay in the. I should go back here real quick. I thought about it. So I've talked earlier about the wild area, right? We, at this point, by the raw numbers, right? We have 3 in heaven, 2 in hell, 6 in the party plus Big Mouth over here, right? So that's a total of 5 that are dead plus 7 that are alive for 12, and this is 5 for not usable due to typeless lock rules. And so I would say, at least as far as encounters matter a lot more in this, because we're basically forfeiting encounters. And so it kind of came to the conclusion that I probably should just do the wild area, because the wild area, and do each area. So we did the first part of it, which was Rolling Fields, I believe. Let me see if I can find which one is Rolling Fields at this point. I don't actually know. I don't remember. This was starter, right? This was gift. Rolling Fields. So here you go. So we did do Rolling Fields amongst that, but that means that within the wild area there are still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, we did the riverbank, because that's not in the wild area. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 more encounters, right? Like that's so 15 total to encapsulate the wild area. And if we look at the map, I mean, just the way this region is built, because the wild area exists, there aren't like a ton of routes, right? Like if we're comparing to, I've Hoenn is on the brain since obviously both Michael and Tristan recently were doing Hoenn adventures, right? Like there's a fuck ton of encounters as just like because there's a bunch of water, right? And so I think realistically speaking, if I look at this objectively, we should probably be getting all those encounters. Now I will, I'll be honest, obviously that I didn't really consider even doing this until I got blown back, right? Like it is the bias that I'm in the moment playing the game, got my shit pushed in by both the spin of the wheel and since I literally had two members that I was using up until literally level 42, right? And you can see our mons aren't even that much higher. So like I got two important members stripped away just due to the rules. So, and then on top of that, we just had 3 deaths. So, would I have been considering this if I didn't get blown black? Probably not. But because I did, I thought about it more. I think I have decided that we just need to maximize encounters. So I don't need the chipped pot right now. So yeah, so we need to maximize encounters, and thus I will be trying to get every encounter. That is what I've decided. So this episode, I will be doing that. Okay. We don't have Maractus, so it's not. Middle coat might not be bad. But we'll see if Aaron can survive the fighting gym. Yeah. So, it's not like I'm changing out my members anyway, right? For the fighting gym. Like I'm going in with a very fighting weak team. Like that's not changing. But I'm expecting casualties, right? That is. I for sure expect casualties, and so I think that makes more sense then to be the timing of when I actually go do oh god, am I have to fight him? Fuck off, man. Damn it. Okay, so I wanted to go through here because I'm pretty sure you can get the next encounter. I'm pretty confident you can get the encounter for Glimwood Tingle. But since we can't, I think it's time to fly out to the wild area and just start catching mons. Seems to be the best way to go about it. So, as stated, we have rolling fields. That's the only one we've done. So what I'm going to try to do is go like left to right. So I'll show on the map real quick. So I'm going to go first. We're going to go Dappled Grove. That's how we'll do. We'll just show like, hey, next one, next intended one. That's where we're going. And then we'll, get there and. Right, am I there yet? No, okay, that's a little further. Alright, I feel like biking's probably not the best idea just because the control is not there. Okay, so we're in Dappled Grove. We want the tiniest Pokemon possible, right? We don't want the roamers that are overleveled. So, which I should probably put you not in the front. Insector, but it's fine. And I don't think I have anything that helps me catch any Pokemon. across my team, if I recall correctly. I have literally nothing. I have Will-O-Wisp. Never mind. It's not nothing. So, we will catch a bunch of Pokemon, then get our ass blasted. So that then we have the Pokemon ready after we're, uh, what's it called? For after we get blasted. And I don't wanna. I don't want to forget to spin the wheel and do these, so I'm gonna do it like as soon as I catch them. Um, so we have Stunky here with Aftermath and an Impish Nature. So let's get that wheel going. I do not want a second Rillaboom, so I will dupes that one and try again. If I had grass available, I would probably take a second Rillaboom, but I don't want a second Skarmory. Well, do I? What nature was I? This is Impish. You know what? I know it's neutral. I'm gonna take a second Skarmory. Fuck this shit. It's Impish this time. Surely it'll be better, even though I'm still pissed at the first one. So I think I have to be. I can't risk getting another Mon that isn't usable. So if I get a usable Mon, even if it is dupes, I think I'm supposed to just take it. So I'll be right back. And we have returned here with Redemption, the Skarmory. That is, in fact, Impish and sturdy this time instead of Kenai. So hopefully that goes well. The only new addition it gets is it gets some moves by level up that it normally doesn't, right? But Faint is the one that it got here by this level. But like Curse and Whirlwind we saw earlier are also ones that it does get by level up in this game specifically. So now we want to make our way up to either Watchtower Ruins or Westlake Axwell. I guess it's free money, whatever. It's just take some money since I need all the help I can get. I don't know if there's a fishing spot for Westlake Axwell, so that may be something that we can't quite do yet. Is there anything in particular I'd like to try to catch here? Oh, yeah, I should put Scythe in the front. Anything super easy to catch? Whatever. One of these should be fine. So we'll throw a Pokeball first, then if it doesn't want to be caught with just the first Pokeball, we can Will-O-Wisp it. Alright, there we go. So that's, again, the Watchtower Ruins. Send that to the box. Okay, well. So, this Duskull is Jolly with Frisk. Which is very nice. Potentially. we'll have to see what we spin it into. If that is in fact nice. Kabutops is primary rock. I'm pretty sure, right? That we had this discussion and then Caracosta wasn't, so I guess we'll find out very soon. I'll be right back. And we have returned, and yeah, the bad news is you can see it on the screen. Primary rock. So I don't know why it's different between them, but that means we can't use it, so who gives a shit? We will just move it on down to the unusables and keep going. We don't need to dwell on it. The details of it don't matter until it's usable, whether that actually happens or not. So now, okay, this area is Westlake Axwell, so we don't have to go in the water or have the surf function. Is that Whoopers? Yeah. So again, we'll ball, and if ball doesn't work first time, we just Will-O-Wisp, and then keep throwing balls. So there we go. We don't need a nickname. We send you to the box, and then we check on that box. I mean, I can save. Whoops, I meant to go to the box first, but I mean, that works. Nope. Kevin, stop it. Yeah, so then we go check the Whooper. So this is timid with damp. Oops. So let's spin that wheel, find out what will be timid. Orbeetle. Is that primary bug? I believe it is, so I think that should be a usable mon. So that is very exciting. I like the design of Orbeetle. I think it's cool. So I will be right back. We have returned with UFO the Orbeetle, which so it has the wrong ability here. So it's supposed to have Compound Eyes as a new ability that it can get, because of its first and second abilities got over. They're now supposed to be Compound Eyes in the first slot and Telepathy in the second. So what I'm doing is I'm making it its normal second ability, which is Frisk. By the way, the moveset, nothing to write home about. We would, well, if we used it, we would not use it like any of those moves. So what we're going to do is that we are actually going to go fly over to Hammerlock. I believe it's this Pokemon Center, and we're just going to go buy an ability capsule. Because that's how I'm thinking I can get it to be the correct ability. Hopefully. Can I use ability capsules on things in the box? I'd imagine not, but yeah. So let's put Orbeetle in, and let's try it. And I could have done it and just okay. So it does work the way I thought it would. So I could have done it off screen, but I didn't really want to explain why. Without I figured this was it wasn't gonna take that long to show you versus just have to talk out, explain. We're here. We might as well heal. To explain why I was not in the exact same location when I come out of the pause. Like I prefer the continuity and not have to be like, oh, I've extenuating circumstances. But because in any case, we also, since we just did Westlake Axwell, I don't know if we can even get to Axuzai currently. I'm gonna guess we probably cannot. But so that'll be something to note for later. But either way, like we can fly back to East Lake Axwell, which is in a sandstorm right now. Jesus, I can't see shit. So if we fish, we're still, yeah, it's only the eye, right? I'll just double check the map. Yeah, like the little area, this little area is Axew's eye. So in that event, let's go get an encounter. So what even is that? A little sand isle. So this is, I already forget, but I can look at the map after, or when I catch it, I can look at the Pokemon and see. But this is it's a new area. That's all that matters, right? So yeah, this is the catching episode where we catch a bunch of mons, hopefully. And preferably turn them into usable mons. But that is not a guarantee. But I guess, I mean, this is not news to Tristan. But I do hate the concept of the Typeless lock. I know I am playing it currently, so obviously that I'm not like, it's not like I'm extra upset or anything because it took away my grass types, right? Like it's like I knew that would be part of this because I just don't like the concept of the Typeless lock because it, as I put it so eloquently earlier, I'm basically forfeiting some encounters just because, right? Like that's kind of the crit capture. Like that's the part I just don't like. Like the idea of like limiting what Pokemon you can use, I'm fine with that. Like that's not a problem to me ever, right? Like that's literally what a water lock is, right? But the idea that you could just lose your encounter because it happens to be one of the types that you can't use is the part that I hate. Like if I could just re-encounter, I'll just place the black glasses in my bag, of course, so that I can give it to Scythe. Probably is the one that'll want it. Well, it might die soon, right? So maybe I shouldn't do that immediately. So yeah, just that bothers me. Like that's the part that I care about is that like I can get all these encounters and they're not they're not usable, and then or just like the concept of I can have things on my team and then later on, nope, it just, not because I was dumb and got them killed or anything. No, it just like you can just lose access to the mons. Like that is the part that I just hate completely. So, which that's not news to Tristan again. I've already told him this. So this is what, quirky nature, intimidate. So let's get that wheel going. Horsey, we have water available, right? We do, so that's good. I don't know where to get a dragon scale, but that's a problem for later. So I will be right back. And we have return with Mystery the Horsey, which is from SpongeBob if you don't know. And it got like the new things that at least are relevant for up here is that it got disabled by level up and flail. There's not like a ton of changes to, it's just like moveset changes to what it learns by level up as far as this line goes. And obviously you don't have to trade it, right? So that is useful for the future. And I forgot, I was trying to figure out the name of where I caught it. It was East Lake Axwell. So you know what, I'm gonna heal since you are in the front. And then we're gonna look at the map. Get our bearings here. So next we can go to North Lake Moloch, or I guess we could go South Lake Moloch, then to Giant Seat, and then go up. I think that makes more sense. Okay. So Jesus, I cannot see anything. And on top of that, this is like running a little worse because of the damn sandstorm. But so be it, I guess. That's. I guess it's true to the game when it first came out, especially. So here's South Lake Moloch. We don't want that Galvantula. We want the lower level stuff. Sure. What are you? Let's get something missed. It's just a Machop. Cool. So that was South Lake Moloch. And let's take a look. It is Guts, and it is Naughty. So, what Pokemon are we getting that is Naughty? Scolipede, which we already know Bug is usable, so that is good. Also, I'm getting a ton of fighting resists for if I lose ones, or if I lose to the fighting gym, right? Because I can't leave the gym anyway if anything dies. So if I lose, if I get wiped to the gym leader, then I have a bunch of things that will resist fighting to try him again, or her again. Excuse me. So I will be right back. We are back, and with Doomdozer here. The ability is incorrect, as this is the same thing as what happened to Orbeetle, where it has a new ability 1 in Battle Armor, which I think is very funny that this came out before ZA with the Megas, and that it has Mega, or when it's Mega, it has Battle Armor, but obviously the design makes more sense than I would say this does. But obviously I'm assuming the Battle Armor is just referring to just the general way that a centipede is. But yeah, so this has Fury Cutter, which is a new level up move. Poison Tail, Protect, and Roll Out. But we are going to have to do the same thing where we go fly back to Hammerlock. So we'll do that. Buy another ability capsule and change its ability. And if the money adds up enough, I'll sell, or I'll do something that makes up for it. But realistically, money's been pretty fake this whole way. So I'm not that concerned. So there we go. It has battle armor now, and we can continue. So that was South Lake Moloch, and now we need to get to Giant Seat, which we can. I don't know which way's faster, but because I want to go to Giant Seat first, and then. So that we're just going in a way that makes sense as far as efficiency can go. I forgot it's hard to see the turn when that weather. Alright, so now we're in Giant Seat. We do not want that, that's for sure. Snowbirds are cool. Okay, we picked one that's actually like our level. I did that was not the intention. I wanted something easy to catch. I have missed so many will-o-wisps. Holy shit. Like I okay, I guess I'm not doing that. I don't know if I can hit it with. I mean, I assume I can, right? Like lash out should not do that much damage. It's level 38. Let's pump the brakes there. So we'll go for a lash out. Well, I should throw, which I guess at this point I should be buying some Ultra Balls. Wait, what? I can't catch this? I'm very confused. Do I have to like hit it first? Is this like a mechanic in the game that like certain mons you just can't catch in the wild area? I'm so confused. I said it at the like beginning of the game, but obviously it's been a while since then. So yeah, okay, I'm just running for this. This is not counting for me. Like if it's not catchable, this is not an encounter, right? Like that's not how that's not how the whole point of encounters works. All right, that's weird. So I guess yeah, I didn't know about the mechanic. So that's me just not spending time in the wild area. Okay, this also says very strong looking. So like, can I just not? Or oh, do I have to have a certain amount of badges to like catch certain things, right? Like, yeah, okay. I think that's what it is. I think I have to have a certain amount of badges. So like, I think I can do up to. I think they said 35. So is there nothing here that's at a level that I can catch? Oh god, no. I don't want to run into you. Let's run into the Bronzor and see if it's... Okay, yeah. So I literally can't do encounters here. Yeah, so that's what the game is telling me. So we'll have to note that we didn't get this encounter because we literally can't right now. So at that point, then I guess this catching episode will not be quite as long as I thought, but I mean, it already is a long just catching episode. So I mean, I'll try North Lake Moloch. So like, I don't count this as an encounter if it doesn't let me try to catch it. Is what we're making clear here. Like, I don't get why that area is gated still, but this one's not, right? Like, I would have assumed that once we've unlocked the wild area up through, like that gets us to Hammerlock, at least the part that was previously only available to you before you unlock that ability to get to Hammerlock, I would have assumed that this whole area should be catchable, right? But clearly that is not the case. So, I guess this is the last encounter then that we're catching for now. Probably. So I'll send you to the box. Let me double check the map real quick. So, the only one we're missing is Actu's Eye, and then Giant Seat straight up just didn't let us, right? Like, the lowest levels are too high level. So then, my assumption is that Bridgefield should also be too high. But I guess, is it worth finding out? Like going over there and finding out? I don't know. But let me... No, we don't care about your podcast. But more importantly, we need to find out what this Bunnelby will be. because it is cheek pouch and it is gentle. So let's get that wheel and get it spinning. Mudkip, which is, of course, primary water, and that is available, so that is very good. So I will be right back. And we have returned with Randy the Mudkip with damp, because they changed the ability 2 to be damp instead of its hidden ability. So there you go. That's the only change to Mudkip that they did, and has Amnesia, Takedown, Rock Slide, and Water Pulse, as it is gentle nature. So this might be the end of us catching Mons, but I think it's still worth checking, I guess, since I'm already here, right? Like, why not? But I'm assuming that the stuff past here should be the higher level. Okay, we did Motostoke Riverbank, but if I recall correctly,